Hallo Wieselingers und ganz herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Video. Welcome to a brand new video on my channel. And in today's video, as I'm sure you have seen by the title, we're gonna take a bit of a trip back into last year where I did a review video which you can check out if you click the little eye at the top. But I reviewed 5 apps that I thought were up and coming, were fantastic in the language learning scene, and some of the apps were the ones that people hadn't really heard of. So I had a bit of an accident on Monday, hence why I am seated here on this chair. And if you guys are following Double Deutsch, you will know what happened. But basically, whilst being at the airport, I decided, do you know what? This is great. I mean, of course, it's not great that I've sprained my ankle, but this is great. I can actually take some time now this week to, you know, get back into my languages a little bit. And so in today's video, I'm going to do an updated review on an app that I've been using for a while now, and it is the app Drops. So, Drops. So, I'm gonna say this just straight out. Drops and I got off on the wrong foot, I'm gonna say. But that pun was not intended, by the way. So anyway, yes, the app Drops and I were not exactly best friends, because the first kind of experience that I had with it was, okay, like the pictures confused me and I felt like I was playing more of a game of memory than actually learning vocab. And then I kind of slipped into this hole of using it every single day. And I was using the free version for the last 8 months, I would say. And recently Drops brought out a new feature. And this feature was really, really exciting because I was like, wow, okay, this is exactly what I feel like apps are missing. Like you have apps like Duolingo, which kind of do it, but it's the fact of learning just vocabulary. And primarily my issue with apps that are just, you know, vocab based is there's very little that you can do with the knowledge that you acquire on the app in your everyday life. And I think a big mistake that people often make and a trap that they fall into is they think, oh, I can learn everything that I need to know for a particular situation, whether it be travel, whether it be, you know, work, and they just use one app. And like that is a no-go, people. That is a no-go. So when it comes to learning, I am a massive advocate of relevance. Always be using something that you can kind of take the information and directly apply it to your own life. Now, this is the reason why, you know, different people have different opinions on apps. And so in this review today, I'm just gonna show you the updated feature, which is a really, really cool travel feature. And I'm gonna do it in 2 ways. So I'm gonna do it firstly with the language that I've been using Drops primarily for, which is Portuguese, and then we're gonna have some fun. And I'm gonna take a language that I have no idea of. We're just gonna pick a random one and see how effective that is. So let's get started. The trick with having the free version, and honestly, like, if you want to try it out, if you want to use the free version, amazing. Basically, you have a time slot of learning and then it refreshes after 12 hours. So if you want to get in kind of 2 sessions a day, I would suggest that you start using it in the morning at like 9 a.m. because then you'll have it, for example, for 9 p.m. in the evening. So here we have my profile. I have Portuguese, Brazilian, Intermediate. So since using the app, I've changed my mind about its effectivity. Although I do have to say, I feel like it's an app that you need to be using consistently, as with anything else. But I feel like the number of words that I've actually learned, which you'll see I've learned 60 words, I would say I probably know 40 of them. But it's because I took those words and I applied them in my vocabulary and in all the conversations that I've had. And some of the terms that were just not relevant to my life, obviously I haven't revised. Like, I can't remember what a pear was. Maybe it's pera, I don't know. But because I haven't eaten pears, for example, you know. So predominantly, I'm going to review this travel talk feature. So we've got essentials, globetrotter, day tripper. So I don't know about you guys, but every time I go to a new country where I don't speak the language, I always wish that I had like a mini, you know, like a friend or an app or a guide or something that just tells me, okay, this is what you're gonna have to say when you're at the airport. This is what you're gonna have to say when you're shopping. Here are the phrases, like they give you a conversation that you can kind of copy and paste into your own life. And the closest that I've ever gotten to this is, you know, your Lonely Planet travel phrase books and things like that, which are also cool, by the way. Yeah, for example, when I went to Italy the first time, I bought the Huber guide, which was really cool. But having it on your phone is even better because, I mean, we use our phones for everything. So let's take a look.
Por favor.
Por favor. So these are the basics.
Por favor.
Okay, this is cool.
Por favor.
Okay. So these are the words in the day tripper. As you can see, these are all of your very basic ones. I'm going to take a look at nomad. What is in nomad?
Tenho alergia a amendoim.
Tenho alergia a amendoim.
Tenho alergia a amendoim.
So you can also slow down the speech.
Tenho alergia a amendoim.
I'm allergic to peanut.
Tenho alergia a amendoim.
Tenho alergia a amendoim. Also, another great tip is just repeat it after the native speaker, because your mimicking is a fabulous tool to get it ingrained into your head. Okay, tenho alergia a amendoim.
Tenho alergia a amendoim. Estou feliz.
Estou feliz. Estou feliz.
Estou feliz.
Estou feliz.
Estou feliz.
Estou feliz.
Estou feliz. Estou feliz. Caro demais.
Caro demais. Ah, caro demais. See, this is really useful. I'm really liking the phrases that they have on here.
Caro demais.
The only thing I will say is, if you're someone like me, I get bored quite quickly when things are repetitive. So for me, I'd need to see the word a maximum of 2 times or maybe 3 times if it's really difficult. So the repetition of it is kind of boring me a little bit. But all in all, I love the fact that there are phrases that you're learning and not just singular words, because I think that's so important. And the fact that they also have verbs included, amazing. Caro demais.
Caro demais.
Okay, here we go, a whole phrase. Tenho alergia a amendoim.
Tenho alergia a amendoim. Mais alguma coisa?
Mais alguma coisa?
Mais alguma coisa?
Mais alguma coisa? So if you're using the app, also make sure to have the audio on, because it's so important, so that you know when you're traveling what the other person is saying and you know the pronunciation of it, and so you know what to say back as well. So now I'm going to use it for a language that I don't speak. Okay, let's switch. Oh my god. Shall we do Chinese? Let's do Chinese. Oh Jesus. Okay, let's do Chinese Mandarin. Let's just go for it. Are we gonna do Mandarin? Okay, we're gonna do Mandarin. Let's just go for it.
请
Qing. Qing.
请
Qing.
请
I'm terrible at this. I think it's just a picture. What does this mean?
请
Qing. Please.
请
Qing. 谢谢。
谢谢
谢谢。
谢谢
谢谢. So as you can see, my time ran out, but I'm definitely going to come back to this because I think it's really cool. I love stuff like this, especially for a new language, because you're it's so visual, it's vibrant, it gets you excited. We've got the audio, so it's definitely a cool tool. So if you guys are traveling somewhere and you need an app with travel phrases, then definitely check out Drops. And if you enjoy my videos and content, guys, you can see more on my Patreon profile. I would appreciate it so much if you guys would support me on there. You get free content, you get behind the scenes access to all of my videos, creative processes, mindset. You can ask me questions anytime, anywhere. So you will find the link down below. And in the coming videos, I have a whole series of app reviews. It's also about time that I did a new 2019 update of the top 5 best language apps. So check that out at the end of the month. And other than that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Ciao.